Hi everybody. I'm Stefans with Pampered Chef, and I'm really happy to be here at the market. I love coming every week and getting the good, fresh, local produce because you know it's better for you and hasn't traveled halfway across the country. And right now, there's a lot of great things here at the market, but a couple of the things that are real easy to find right now are cucumbers and tomatoes. And one of the things I love to make with cucumbers and tomatoes this time of year, because I have them coming in my garden too, is a Greek cucumber salad. So it's really delicious, it's really easy, and it's kind of a no recipe. I just sort of do it. But I'm going to show you what I do and some of the fun tools that I use to make it even easier. So of course we're going to start with our cucumber. By the way, this is a sneak peek at a new product that comes out in September, but it's available for our host this month. It's part of our prep and store system. So this is a cutting board that has these wire wraps and they come out, and the little containers. So it's really nice, and you can have them both on the back or on either side, so it comes with two. But it's nice to have a place where you can put your like your vegetable scraps, or when you're done cutting up your stuff, you know, put it straight into a container because they have lids and everything too. Now this is my regular vegetable peeler, but we also have this peeler set which comes with 3 different types of peelers. So it's got a straight peeler, so same thing, same kind of blade as this, but for people that prefer using this kind of motion on their peeling. It also comes with a serrated peeler, which is this one here, and this one's really nice for delicate things with a thin skin like a kiwi or a peach. You can, even a bell pepper, you can actually get that thin skin off the top with the serrated. Or if you get something with a really tough skin like a butternut squash or something like that, it's a really nice blade for that. And then of course we have a julienne peeler too, which I can maybe show on something else. Oh, there we go. It's got the little teeth so you get the long skinny strips. So that's a set, but this is my all-purpose regular veggie peeler. So let me just get the rest of my peels off here. Honestly, with a homegrown or market cucumber that's fresh, you can just wash it. You can leave the peel on, or sometimes I'll leave just stripes of the peel on there for the pretty green. At the ones I get at the store, they have wax on them, so those I like to peel all the way. But this one you wouldn't necessarily have to. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, this is my Santoku knife, is I'm gonna cut up this cucumber, whoops, and throw pieces of it on the floor, because you know, why not? And I'm gonna show you a fun tool. This is called our quick slice. And it's got serrated blades that are a little over about 3/8 of an inch apart, and they go into a base that has slots in it, so you can slice a whole bunch of stuff at once. And this works great on things like cucumbers. And what I like to do is, now if you wanted half moons, you could just do it like this. I'm actually going to cut these into quarter moons. So I'm going to pre-cut my strips. I'm going to put it on here. Go like this, and I've sliced all my stuff real fast. So this is a fast way to do things like cucumber, zucchini. It also works on mushrooms, tomatoes, cheese, strawberries. You can do a bunch, you know, probably 4 or 5 strawberries at once.
How would it be with eggs?
Hard-boiled eggs, yep. Anything like that. The things you would not want to use it on would be carrots or onions. They're too hard and it'll spread the blades apart, so then they won't fit into the salads really well. And here's another fun kind of thing you can do with this. I usually pick it up and put it on there, but you could actually pick it up off your counter like this. So, quick way to slice everything up. So that is our quick slice. All my garbage into here. And then the next thing we're going to do is add some tomatoes. And today I've got some little grape tomatoes in here. And I'm going to show you my closing cut. This is a fun thing it's got 2 plates on it that are on a spring, so they adjust to your food, and you can put things in there up to an inch thick in here. So it's great for tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes, little mozzarella balls, anything like that. But you can also do chicken breasts in here. You know how the chicken breasts, a lot of times are super, super thick? So you just put it in, you slice through like this, and now I have just sliced all my tomatoes in half. Same thing would happen with the chicken breast, then you got 2 pieces instead of just 1. So now I've got all these nice tomatoes in here. So this is a fun tool. Now it actually comes as a set with this chef's knife, which is from our coated collection, and it's big enough that you can get through it. You need a big long knife with this. So these 2 come as a set. We also sell the knife separately. So I'm gonna actually put these down here just to get them out of the way. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna put in here, and you can kinda, it's your salad, put what you want. The other thing that I like to put in here, 2 other things that I sometimes put in. One would be a little bit of red onion. So, and I find it's easier to peel my onion if I cut it first. So unless I need whole full slices, I like to cut it in half or quarters, and you can grab the peel and go for it. So I'm just gonna cut some thin slices. This is a nice sharp knife. This one's called a Santoku knife. And it's got these kind of dimples on it, so it's good to go through sticky things. If you wanted really thin slices, I'll show you another tool in a minute. But this is going to be fine for me for my salad today. Okay, and then the other thing you can put in there if you want to would be some bell pepper. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Again, depends what I picked up at the market or maybe what I have growing in my garden. So again, you could slice it up with your knife, but I'm going to show you a fun trick with this quick slice with the peppers. So I'm going to put my peppers on here and cut lengthwise strips like this. Okay, so I got all these pieces. If I want my peppers diced, I just pick these up and put them back on the other direction. And now I've got diced pieces. So that's kind of fun. So depending which direction you want to cut your peppers, see now I've got the strips, put them back on like this, and I'll have nice diced pieces. Okay, that's enough pepper for that. For this salad. Okay, so the next really main important ingredient that goes in this Greek salad is going to be our Greek rub. It's got some oregano, some mint, which is kind of the Greek part of it. It's got some salt. All of our seasonings are gluten-free, certified gluten-free, and they're also preservative-free. Okay, so you can feel good about them. Now, they're not all salt-free. In fact, most of the ones in the short bottles are rubs. Rubs are always going to have some salt in them because that's an important ingredient when you're using a rub like on a meat or something. Make some nice seasonings. I don't usually measure this because it depends how much salad I'm making. Sometimes I double this and I use a couple cucumbers, but I sprinkle it pretty generously with the Greek seasoning because I love the flavor of it. And then I also don't measure this, but I love the red wine vinegar, and I just kind of pour some over the top. And then I'm gonna put some, oh, I should have, this is a new bottle, I didn't take the thing off there. Okay, and then I'm gonna put some extra virgin olive oil over the top because it's delicious and it's good for you. So we're gonna mix this up. And you could serve this salad just like this, just the way it is. It's gonna have lots of flavor. But one of the things I like to put on my Greek salad is some Kalamata olives, because They're also really delicious, and I'm going to show you a fun tool for slicing these up. Now again, you could put these in that closing cut and just slice them in half if you want big pieces of olives, or I'm going to show you another fun little tool. It's one of my favorite new tools, and that is our cup slicer. So it's kind of similar to the quick slice. It's got the serrated blades on the bottom, about the same distance apart, but this is a quick way to do just small amounts of things. So I can just go like this right on top of my olives, and they've all gone into the cup. Slice it up, they're all sliced, ready to go. I really love this for fruit like strawberries or blueberries. My little granddaughter is, she can eat whole blueberries now, but when she was like a year old and she was, you know, eating table food, blueberries are a children's hazard. So I would just chop up all the blueberries with this, and she learned that when she saw this coming, there was going to be something good in there. So she'd get so excited when she saw Grandma's Magic Fruit Cup coming. Anyway, quick way to slice any of that kind of stuff up. Again, cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes would work great in there. Last thing I'm going to put on here is a little bit of feta cheese. Now I always buy my cheese in blocks. I don't buy pre-crumbled. As a general rule, anything that you buy that's they've had to cut, the more somebody else has to do something to it, the more expensive it's going to be. So the pre-cut veggies in the containers at the grocery store are going to cost you more than if you bought the whole veggies and cut them up yourself, right? So same thing with cheese. Cheese is, whoops, let's do it this way. Cheese is actually cheaper if you buy it in block form and cut it up or crumble it up yourself. So I always buy mine in block form. It also lasts longer in your fridge that way. And I should have brought paper towels, which I did not. But here, check out the salad.